Mariners' latest voyage covered New York, Houston, and San Francisco. 3 cities, 3 time zones. And today, the boys are playing some good ball on the doorstep of first place. 4-game winning streak, and it concludes with an Ernie Banks special. Smiles on our faces. We play 2. Welcome, everybody, to Mariner Baseball. Michael Saunders leading off. Dave Sims, Mike Blowers, and the Root Sports crew with you. An afternoon of baseball from Oakland, California. Mariners, since Saunders been inserted in the leadoff spot, they have a 6-2 record. .1236 first pitch, 57 degrees, sunny blue skies above. Good conditions. Dan Straley on the mound. This one down the line, and it will get foul.
This afternoon's starting line is brought to you by Chevron. As you saw, Saunders leading off, and it's James Jones. Jones off to a good start. He will hit second in his Cano Hart. How about Justin Smoke? Runners in scoring position, 2 outs, .583 batting average with 13 RBIs, and then it's Seager, Ackley, Miller, and Zunino rounding out the 9 for the Mariners.
Pitch outside. Dan Straley, 1-2 record, a 5.01 ERA. Giving up 7 home runs in 32 innings.
That's good stuff, but he has a tendency to pitch in the middle of the zone and fall behind hitters.
Time was granted as Lance Barrett, home plate umpire, gave it to Michael Saunders. Lance Barrett working with Pat Hoberg at first, Ron Culp at second, and Ed Hickox at third.
And you can see it's been a good road trip for Michael, hitting .370 on the trip.
In tight. What kind of memories do you have of double dips?
You know, all the doubleheaders that I can think of that I played in were splits.
No kidding.
Yeah. So I like this. This would be better for the players, I think. Just a half hour in between games and go get him as Michael flies out to left field. Take a look at the rest of the defense for the Athletics this afternoon. Moss in left field, Crisp out in center. Josh Reddick making his start in right field. Then it's Donaldson at third. Lowry and Sogar playing up the middle. Eric Barton will be the first baseman, and John Jaso, the former Mariner, will do the catching. But split doubleheaders, and I didn't like those at all. Too much time in between.
Right?
They are. Especially if you're dealing with some sort of injury or tightness. To try to stay loose for that second game is next to impossible. So the manager, I think it's much more difficult for him to put a lineup together depending on the health of his club.
And so when Mike's talking about it today at 12:36 start, if this was a split, we'd be looking at probably a 7 o'clock start tonight. This game gets over at 4-ish. And now you got a lot of time in between.
That's exactly right. ERA just over 5 for Straley. He's had his issues this year. 31 strikeouts and 32 in a third, 11 walks. Opponent's hitting .242 against him.
James Jones just recalled from Tacoma. Had a good night last night. His first start, 2 for 4. 2 for 5, beg your pardon. Pitch off the plate.
About it too, and I know you've talked about it, Dave. They used to have them scheduled doubleheaders.
Absolutely. You know, guys in my generation, we grew up with scheduled doubleheaders. You get this, you know, the schedule comes out, start circling certain Sundays in the summertime. But now the industry has changed dramatically. They do not come out of the gate with and have it for a long time now.
Well, I know Curtis had brought up a schedule today of the Mariners when they started. And I saw in 1978, the Mariners played 10 doubleheaders. They were scheduled for 11, but one of them was rained out. So they used to play a lot of them.
That means the schedule, that must have meant the season ended around September 25 then.
Or they had more days off.
That's a good point, too. Yeah, forgot about that.
Yeah.
A lot more days off. Got to give to get.
That's it.
Good at bat here for Jones. 7th pitch coming up. I think that 8th pitch coming up. Three and two. Piece of John Jaso. Australia out of Redlands, California, lives in Springfield, Oregon. 24th round pick. 2009 first year draft. 10-8 with a 3.96 ERA last year, 27 starts. Ground ball to the second baseman, Sogard. Throws to Derek Barton for out number 2. They'll bring up Robinson Cano.
Batting in the third position, second baseman, number 22, Robinson Cano.
Take a look at Jones. Has a little bit of trouble getting out of the batter's box. Slips. He stood on the plate. Saunders had the same issue. You could see his left leg when he swung around to run towards first, stepping on home plate. And sometimes they'll put a little paint on the plate so it's wider, see it better. But both Saunders and Jones slipping on the plate.
High fly ball right field for Josh Reddick. Quiet first inning as we are playing 2 here in Oakland. Good to have you with us. Mariners playing some good ball, 4 straight wins, and Felix Hernandez, who dominates the A's, is going to take the mound. Happy Felix to everybody. He's going with the knickers look. Just below the knee. Take a look at the batting order. He'll face from the Oakland A's.
For manager Bob Melvin, leading things off, it will be Coco Crisp. Then it's John Jaso, the former hitting second, Donaldson, Moss, Cespedes, Lowry, Reddick, Barton, and Sogard. How about Coco Crisp this season? A .351 on-base percentage. Want to keep him off the bases. He will run if he gets the opportunity. And for Felix, his 8th start of the year. 2.53 ERA, 53 strikeouts, only 10 walks on the season, and 46 and a third. Opponents hitting just .202 off of Felix.
First pitch to Coco Crisp. In there for a strike. Mike, were there any indicators that Mr. Hernandez was feeling good this morning?
Well, we were all on the bus, and Felix came on the bus. He seemed to be in a chipper mood. What did he say?
Buenos dias, everybody.
Buenos dias, everybody.
Down the line, past the diving Seager. Coco Crisp hard out of the box with a base hit. Coco, a .230 career hitter against Felix, sets the table here for the Athletics.
Take a look at this. Looks like a fastball up out over the plate. Trying to run it off the outside corner, and Kyle Seager with the left-handed hitter playing well off the line, not able to get to it.
Felix feeling a lot better. He's down about 9 pounds. Was down 9 pounds the last 2 starts, and the last one in particular battling the flu. Here's John Jaso. I got Coco hung up. And Felix applies the tag.
Good job by Felix to step off first. Sometimes when the runner takes off early like Coco did, pitcher will panic a little bit, but Felix stepping off and actually getting into the rundown and tagging Coco out. Very good. And you can see a smoke running Coco Crisp back. There was nobody else at first. Zunino was trying to get over there, but Felix took care of it.
Strike one to his former battery mate, John Jaso. Felix with just sparkling numbers against these Athletics in his career. Breaking ball hit up the middle for a base hit. 17-7, a 2.60 ERA. He's won his last 3 starts here at O.co Coliseum. 5-0 with a 1.74. It's dating back to April 1 of 2011. Felix going for his 3rd win this year. There's the O.co numbers. Going for his 3rd win overall this year against the A's. And since 2009, 10-3 in 19 starts. ERA 2.62. Something we were talking about before the game, the high strike. It seems like the last couple 3 games we've seen guys calling that high strike.
Yeah, more.
Off his foot. Donaldson, their best offensive performer. Leads the club in runs, hits, doubles, home runs with 7, and second in RBIs with 23. Brandon Moss leads with 24. Towering fly ball deep to center field. Jones on the track, makes the catch. Jaso has to get back. Give it a good ride.
Yeah, excellent play by Jones. I like the way that he was able to get back, knew where the wall was, times his jump.
Batting in the 4th position, left fielder, number 37, Brandon Moss.
Had that all the way.
Last year played the bulk of his games in the corners. This year, the bulk of his games down in the minor leagues in center field.
I think 18 out of the 20 games were in center field for him.
There's Brandon Moss. Moss, a 280 hitter against Felix Hernandez. He's done plenty of damage over the course of his brief career against Seattle. Homered 2 nights ago. Charlie Furbush struck him out looking last night as he delivers a base hit here. A big out last night, but this inning continues here in the 1st.
Felix already given up 3 hits. Has a couple of outs. And the A's will get their first runner in scoring position, which will be John Jaso, but 3 base hits. Take a look at this last pitch. It's just a 2-seam fastball. 92 miles an hour. Yeah, not a bad pitch. Down and right off the outside corner. Mariners had the shift on for Moss, but he hits the ball the other way for a solid base hit.
8th hit this season, the 30th career against the Mariners. Here's Cespedes. There are his numbers. Came in game 1 with a bulky hamstring. Came in as a pinch hitter. Swing and a miss. Cespedes 1 for 4 last night. A lot of home runs in a short period of time. 1-1. Mariners start today 2 games behind the first place Athletics. Hundredth of a point ahead of Texas. Foul ball. Felix looking for his first win since April 11th when he beat these A's back home in Seattle. Beat them 6-4. He went 7 innings in that game. No walks, struck out 11. Ground ball to Miller. Goes to Cano, and that'll do it. A's do get 3 hits. Felix shuts him out in the first inning. Second inning coming up from Oakland. This Saturday is going to be a night of big bats and wide eyes at Safeco Field. That's because it's Kyle Seager bat night for our youngest Mariner fans. All kids 14 and under. Take home a replica Louisville Slugger, the Mariners third baseman. For tickets for the whole family, log on to Mariners.com. Here's Corey Hart to lead it off. Corey Hart, Justin Smoke, and Kyle Seager, 4, 5, and 6 against Dan Straley. High drive deep to left. That ball is carrying out of here. Home run, Corey Hart. His 5th of the year, and the Mariners break on top 1-0.
One of the things that we've learned about Corey Hart here early in the season is he likes the ball up in the zone. You were talking about the high strike. Corey, one of the few hitters that can actually get on top of that pitch and drive it. We've seen him hit a few home runs. You can see with this pitch, it's up out over the plate. He just tomahawks it over the fence in center field. For Corey, his 5th home run of the year.
RBI number 13 for Straley, the 8th home run he's given up in 33 1/3 innings. Tied with Seager now for the team lead. Early lead for the Mariners. That had to feel good. Here's Smoke. Drove in 3 runs yesterday. Scored from first on a double by Seager. He was most proud of that. Lloyd McClendon said he was more than happy to let everybody know about it in the dugout. Look at that speed.
Having a good series, 3 for 8. Picked up 3 RBIs, a couple of doubles, have scored a few runs.
2-2.
Australia's been able to get a couple of strikes on the changeup.
Got him a chase. One out here in the second inning.
Well, is able to get Justin swinging at 3 changeups. That one in the dirt. Sure, Justin can go back to the dugout and think about that at bat. Maybe sit on a changeup his next time up.
First strikeout of the game. It brings up Kyle Seager. Back-to-back days now. Mike Blauer's radio pick to click. Mr. Seager, how about driving one yesterday, the double opposite field?
I like that. Kyle with a couple of doubles in yesterday's game. I think he's the one that actually ended up getting this whole thing started for the Mariners. They were on that 8-game losing streak, and Kyle ended up driving in 5 runs with a couple of home runs. See his numbers against Straley. And then he stayed hot for about 5 or 6 days.
It's cooled off a little bit.
Well, yeah, but he continued to carry him, and then the other guys started to pick it up, and in the meantime, Kyle came back, so it was good to see him yesterday get a couple of hits, including 2 doubles.
Double to right, double to left.
Yeah, so I think he's back on the right track again.
2-1. 4-game winning streak for the Mariners. They've won 5 of 6, 9 of 11. Game over 500 at 16 and 15. 3-1 count. There's the high strike again, 3-2.
I think that brings up a good point, Dave. You mentioned it, the high strike. They should call it. We're not talking about pitches that are out of the zone. We can show it to you on the EQC tracer. They're in that box. But I think the difference is that it used to be you could pitch off the plate.
Right.
Typically away and get more strikes called. And then all of a sudden they tighten things up, making you put it inside that box of the tracer. And if that's the case, then you have to be able to use the high part of the strike zone to give the pitchers a better chance.
Lance Barrett, veteran umpire behind the plate today. Here's Dustin Ackley, the left fielder. 2 for 3 in the series. First inning single. 2 for 3 last night, couple of walks. Breaking ball for strike 1. Mariners 9-5 record when they score first in the ball game. They've scored first in all 3 of these games so far in this series. Bouncing ball to Sogard, flip, and Ackley beats it out at the back end.
Ball wasn't hit hard enough to double up Ackley. Good speed. You can see the backhanded flip. It was a good play by Sogard, but too much speed to double up Ackley.
Brad Miller.
Club clicking on all cylinders if they can get Brad Miller going.
You know it. 0 for 3 last night. He did drive one opposite field to the track in deep left center field that was run down. Brad under that Mendoza line of 200 at 186 starting today with 3 homers and 9 runs batted in. Mariners come home tonight, open up a short homestand. Kansas City's in town for 4 games, followed by Tampa Bay for 3. And on the road for a very brief stint, 3 in Minnesota, day off in Texas, and then play the Rangers twice. Then after that, a significant homestand. First big one of the year.
Yeah, I'm sure the guys are looking forward to that.
Houston for 4. Throw back to first. Angels for 4. Detroit for 3. Mariners have only played 11 home games. And this is their 21st roadie.
The only club that has played more road games is Toronto. Toronto had played 21. So
they start sending those birthday and holiday cards out a little bit earlier.
Although this road trip has treated them well.
Yes, it's going well. Miller working the count well here. 3-1.
Mariners 6-1 on the trip so far.
Three and 2.
Another high strike. Right at the top of the strike zone. Good fastball at 88.
My personal preference, I like it. Call that high strike. No more of that, as you mentioned the other day, no more of that tobacco can strike zone. Am I right or am I right?
No, you're right.
I mean, come on. Ackley runs, pitch, take it for ball 4.
You can see it right at the bottom of the strike zone. Straley didn't get the call, so that'll be a walk for Brad. Give Mike Zunino a chance to drive in a run.
2 outs and 2 on here.
The catcher, number 3, Mike Zunino.
Straley giving up a leadoff homer to Corey Hart here in the 2nd inning. He joins Jeremy Guthrie of Kansas City, David Price of Tampa Bay, the only other pitchers to give up 8 home runs in 10 or more innings so far. Way upstairs, ball 1. Erasmo Ramirez will pitch in the 2nd game for the Mariners. One 1 to Mike Zunino. Big sacrifice fly in the 6th inning last night, extending the Mariner lead to 4-0. Fastball right there. Couldn't catch up to it. 1-2.
We're talking about the home runs from Straley. You can see why he pitches up in the zone a lot, even with his off-speed pitches, elevating the ball for the hitters. And although Chris Young does the same thing, he doesn't have the deception that Young does.
Oof. Straley thought he was out of the inning. So did I. Catch a break because Mr. Zunino 2-2.
Good eye just off the corner.
Full count.
Something else to consider on the days that you have a doubleheader, and we always watch it, but Straley now here in the 2nd inning, 42 pitches. I think it's a huge advantage if you can wear out the other team's bullpen in the first game.
Oh, yeah. Payoff to Zunino. Whoa, he went after a pitch out of the zone, and nobody feels worse than Mike Zunino on that one. Could have had the bases loaded. Tough break. Home run by Corey Hart. Mariners lead 1-0. Nothing, trying to extend their winning streak to 5 games. Hey, ladies, the Mariners have your Friday night plans all set. Grab your girlfriends and join us at the ballpark for EQC's Girls Night Out. For only $25, you're going to get a ticket, your first drink, plus a fun Mariners feathered boa. Specially priced ticket is limited, so stop by mariners.com/girls to book your ladies' night. I hope they play cool in the game. Oh, yes, it's ladies' night.
They probably will.
Chip Lowry to lead off against Felix. Fouls one off.
One of the things about Felix, typically if a club is going to get to him, they have to get to him early. And the A's had 3 base hits in the first inning, weren't able to capitalize on that. Felix able to get out of the inning without giving up a run. So hopefully he'll settle down here in the next inning or two. It's a good pitch. Lowry didn't like it. Maybe a little generous off the outside corner.
Lowry walks it off. Will be followed by Josh Reddick and Derek Barton. Put it in play to Miller. 1 out. Felix faced 5 hitters in the first inning. Despite giving up 3 hits, he only threw 13 pitches.
Batting in the 7th position, right fielder, number 16, Josh Reddick.
Josh Reddick's game has fallen off. Injuries have been a big part of that. Still plays a great outfield and one of the best throwing arms we've seen in the American League in right field.
It was great to see Felix bouncing around this morning, wasn't it? Just hadn't been himself over his last
Not
two
at all.
starts.
I mean,
He'd been sick and wasn't feeling well.
he literally did bounce onto the bus.
He did.
And then I saw him in a clubhouse, and he was chirping and keeping everybody alive. Breaking chops on the reporters when we came in. It was good. One pitch. Jones runs it down. 2 outs.
Jones will be fun to watch over the next few weeks. An element of speed that he brings to the club.
You want to talk about it? He's having fun too, and he doesn't mind showing it.
That's all right. He's supposed to.
Absolutely. No, I meant that at his highest compliment. A lot of times you don't see guys, they may be enjoying the game, but
We'll show it.
you don't. Yeah, you have to interrogate him. You having fun here, pal? Playing in the big leagues. Not the case with Jones. Barton, another guy struggling big time. 137 batting average. One and 2. Corey Hart, 5th home run, 13th RBI, has the Mariners on top, 1-0. Two. There's Corey sitting between Rick Waits on your right, Stephen Romero on your left. Two. Base hit
for Barton. Lining one just out of the reach of Seager.
Well, Felix elevates a fastball, another two-seamer, trying to go away. Take a look at our McDonald's Supermo. And Barton right at the top of the strike zone. It is on the outside corner, but Barton just going with the pitch. Hits it hard into left field.
Strike one, Eric Sogard gave way to Nick Punto at second base last night. First game of the series, Sogard went 0 for 2. There's Cano fielding and throwing over to Smoke to retire Sogard. One hit and a runner stranded in the second. Mariners lead 1-0. He's provided a very good lift since moving into the leadoff role. Goes bunt, takes ball one. Find out the left field to open up the ball game. Top of the order with Saunders, Jones, and Cano. Up and in 2-0. First time through the order. Seattle 1 for 7. Oakland 4 for 9. But the one was big for the Mariners, the home run by Corey Hart. Sogard gets under it. 1 out. It's Sunday's Mother's Day, so take mom out to the ball game. Whole family. You can enjoy the Mariners as they take on the Royals at 1:10. Plus, mom's going to pick up a Mariners cap. Free to all moms 21 and older. Thanks to EQC. Spend Mother's Day. Safeco Field. Get your tickets. Mariners.com. Breaking ball to James Jones. Ball one. Back up the middle. Australia went for the kick save. That's a fine play, but the better speed by Jones beats it. Lowry made a good effort, but Jones outstanding. Plus speed beats it out for base hit.
Well, you're right. Lowry makes a great play back up the middle, gets rid of it quickly with something on it, but just too much speed from Jones.
Now batting, number 22, Robinson.
I would say that he will have thrown out most of the base runners on that play, but good speed from Jones.
He closed well, too. Those last few strides ran through the bag. Last month we had that rash of guys diving into the bag.
He looked like he's run through a finish line before.
All out. Nice. Very nice.
I like the way that he helped the umpire too. First base umpire Pat Hoberg.
He's wearing the old school stirrups. He and Brad Miller and a couple of the guys back in spring training. Like Nick, they said, "Hey, come on, let's go old school. Let's do it. Be a little different. Be bold." Jones knew it all the way. Just trying to help out, Pat. Just trying to help out.
I wasn't sure they made the old school stirrups anymore. Never
Hey,
seen
if Ryan, our equipment guy, Ryan Stiles, said he had a special order, it wouldn't surprise me. One or two to Cano, flied out to right. Well, here we are in game number 32. At some point, Mike, I think Cano's power surge is going to present itself.
It's going to happen. I don't think anybody doubts that. I like the way that he's gone about his business. Continue to get his hits, picking up his RBIs when he has the opportunity to do that.
Leads the club in batting,
Just
bats, hits. Tied for second in RBIs.
Just missed a pitch his first time. Skied a ball out to right field. Good pitch for him to hit out of the ballpark.
Seem to take the Mariano Rivera critique in stride.
I thought he handled it great.
I'm here now. Ground ball, Sogard. Jones all over Lowry, and Cano is doubled up. So a 4-6-3 double play ends the Mariners' third. They lead 1-0. Seattle Mariners baseball on Root Sports, being brought to you by Ford. We are local. By AT&T, mobilizing your world. And by the Emerald Queen Casino, welcoming 25 years of rock with Tesla on their Forevermore tour, May 16th. For tickets, go to emeraldqueen.com. We've taken you to Nob Hill, Pacific Union Club, built in 1886 by former residents of James C. Flood. Made his fortune mining in Nevada. A guy named Ben Cartwright probably worked for it. Here's the top of the order. And Coco Crisp.
Coco had a base hit his first time up. Right down the line, down the left field line, ended up getting a base hit. Felix was able to pick him off, though. Coco was going to steal, took off a little bit early, and Felix was able to get him in a run down and put him away.
Breaking ball handled by Smoke. Felix covers. One down. Felix gave up 3 hits in the first inning, got away unscathed. Hard hit base hit by Barton in the second. No harm done there. Look at this day. 57 degrees here in Oakland. Wind blowing out as you look at the flags out in right field. Blowing out that way. Nice backhand by Cano. 2 outs. Well, you know where his allegiances lie. Mariners, Seahawks. Probably got matching socks.
See a group of Seahawk or Mariner fans right there wearing their hats. Felix jersey in the group.
Donaldson sent Jones to the wall in left center field his first time up. Drops the breaking ball on him, 1-1. Mike Gallego will field this one. Player with some outstanding A's ball clubs. 1-2. Ty Waller's the first base coach.
Gallego, good second baseman.
Ty Waller had some good years. Utility player with the Chicago Cubs, among others. 1-2. Good job by Donaldson to get a piece of that.
Looks like Felix's changeup at the bottom of the strike zone.
Balls, 2 strikes. Felix looking for his first strikeout. Hasn't walked anybody.
Pitch count in good shape. 37 pitches, 28 strikes for Felix.
Count runs full.
Starting to get down at the bottom of the strike zone again. Trying to give Mike Zunino a workout behind the plate.
Only 4 bats by A's hitters have gone to 4 pitches. This one fouled off. Converted catcher Donaldson, boy, he's a good player. Got decent speed, a lot of pop. And that's the first walk issued by Felix Hernandez. 2-out base runner here in the third. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Brings up Brandon Moss. Base hit to left.
Yeah, Mariners have the shift on again. Cano on the grass in right field. This will be to Kyle Seager.
And Seager throws out Moss. Nice inning for Felix Hernandez. 3 complete here in Oakland. 1-0 Mariners.
Taking out the top of the fourth inning for Seattle, number 27, Corey Hart.
Well, you know he's not saying you angry, bro. I'll tell you that. Good for Richard Sherman. Good for the Seahawks. There's Corey Hart, second time up. Homered, leading off the second for the Mariners. 1-0 lead. Chase that high, Hardman. Off the plate, 1-2. Line drive left field. Coming on is Moss for out number 1. Let's check out our Seattle City Light power play. Corey Hart, first pitch he saw second inning. Mike, what did he handle it?
He did. It was deep to center field. Jumped all over it. First pitch, top of the strike zone. Pulled it up in that walkway. On the stairs. His 5th home run of the year.
There's Justin Smoke. Saw about 3 changeup in the first at bat. There's another one. Oh, and 2.
He has no interest in throwing just in a fastball. Seen a curveball and the rest changeups.
Think Justin's sitting on it here. Change.
Hopefully, and hopefully it's up in the zone. Another changeup.
Yep. Shortstop Lowry throws him out. There's Kyle Seager, walked his first time.
Kyle Seager.
Donaldson came charging in knowing that Seager had shown him a willingness to lay down a bunt. Pitch way inside. Kyle trying to get something going here with 2 outs in the 4th. One and 1.
Even though Donaldson is coming in closer to the grass, he's so far off the line. I think any decent bunt down the line, Kyle would still end up getting a hit. But it doesn't matter now that he has 2 strikes. He certainly won't try it for 2. You can see how far off the line he is. He keeps sneaking in towards the grass, but I don't think it would matter if Kyle wanted to bunt.
Drive to deep right center field. Coco Crisp. Wow, what a catch. Goodness gracious. Hope he's okay. Doesn't look good. Left shoulder. Kyle gave it a ride, and Coco tracked it down. Long run here, and Coco, ooh, boy, he didn't get the soft part of that fence, that's for sure. fence out there. He is a gamer, no question about it. He's done for the day, though. Take another look here. This ball was smoked by Seager.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be off the wall, and just before he makes contact, he slams into the wall and makes the catch.
Collarbone, shoulder, all at risk. And the
Whiplash.
neck's not real good either. You can hear the crowd here reacting to the video board. Coco doesn't possess the great throwing arm, but his speed is tremendous, and clearly he's got guts. And he'll make a play for you. He's injured not too long ago, coming in, making a diving catch.
Well, there is some padding on that wall, and you can see the wall give a little bit.
I don't
but when
think
you're
he
going
got
full
that
speed, no, you're going that kind of speed. I think it's more his neck, probably some whiplash involved.
You know, as you look at it, you'd hope that he had hit in between the two stanchions and got the soft part, but it looked like he got the hard part, you know? That's a slow walk coming back in, so he's feeling it big.
It took him a long time to get to his feet.
A speedy recovery to Coco Crisp. Teammates appreciate the effort. Here's Cespedes to lead off the home fourth. Felix getting the high strike there. Strike one to Cespedes. 0 for 1. Ball 1. Center field. Jones coming in. Can he get it? Nope. Base hit. And he gets by him, but backed up. Nicely there by Michael Saunders. Holds Cespedes to a base hit.
Little jam shot into the outfield. You can see Jones. I want to use the glove, but he'll reach out. Michael Saunders doing his job in right field, hustling over to back him up. Good play by Saunders.
Brings up Jed Lowry, the shortstop. He grounded out first time. Brad Miller throwing him out. Good looking pitch. 1-1. Lowry, a .240 career hitter against Felix entering today. Booted by Miller. Cespedes safe. At least 6. 2 on here for Oakland.
Looks like it's a little bit of an in-between hop. You can see Brad trying to give some ground on it. Thought he had it. Maybe took his eye off of it a little bit early. Now, that's a hop he should handle. That will be an error on Brad.
5th error this season. Josh Reddick, he flied out the center. Strike 1.
Felix still looking for his first strikeout. This would be a good time for it.
Felix looking for his first win since April 11th against Oakland. In that time, he had a no decision to it. Fabulous game at Texas. Then he was under the weather Next 2 games, Houston and Texas, and Pittsburgh. Outplay. That game against Texas in Seattle, that's a game in which he walked in a run with the bases loaded. No decisions and a loss since Felix's last tasted victory. In Clendon's case, at the ice cream.
50 pitches, 36 strikes for Felix.
Oh, 2 strikes to Reddick. Fair ball. Smoke has the 1 play in front of him. Runners move up with 1 out. Turned out to be a productive out for Mr. Reddick. 2nd and 3rd down, 1 out. Let's take a look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. As mentioned earlier, we get the Kansas Cities and the Tampa Bays coming to town, and then back out on the road again before the first really big, long homestand. Finish out the month of May. So 2nd and 3rd, 1 down for Derek Bart. Hard hit single to left his first time.
With 1 out, the Mariners will play their infield back.
Broken bat ground ball. He'll give up a run here. Cano will throw out Bart. Got a tie ball game at 1-1 for Bart, his 5th RBI. Over to 3rd goes Lowry.
Good fastball down in the zone. It actually breaks his bat. He hits it off the end of the bat to break it. Routine ground ball out to Cano, but it will pick up a run.
It's a 1-1 ball game. 2 outs. A runner at 3rd. For Eric Sogard. Bounce to Cano to end the 2nd inning. Greg Gentry's on deck. We'll take Coco Chris' place. One pitch. Two balls and a strike to Eric Sogard. Go 3-1 against Eric Sogard, hitting a .191. Turn the order over. King Felix Day indeed, 3-1. And he lost it. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Second walk for Felix. He's still looking for his first strikeout. Get downtown from the airport for only $2.75 on Sound Transit's Link Light Rail. See how easy it is at soundtransit.org.
Number 3, Greg Gentry.
We're talking about the numbers of Felix trying to get a win. Seems to me in his last few outings, last 3 maybe, there's been some defensive lapses, and they've ended up, every one of them have cost him. Hasn't been able to get away with it. in this inning, and run is scored. To mention it adds to his pitch count.
Manager and pitching coach, boy, that's the thing that gets them steamed every time. Every time. Runners at the corners, 2 outs, a run in. Tie ball game. Inning started with Cespedes getting a base hit up the middle. An E6 ground out. Moved the runners up, and then an RBI ground. A great jump by Sogard. He dives into second with a stolen base, his 4th of the year. 2 runners in scoring positions. Two-one count here to Gentry.
Yeah, he's 9th in the American League. Start of the game in stolen bases. That's their 22nd stolen base of the season.
It's the corner.
It was a good pitch. Gentry didn't like it, but that's just a perfect pitch on the outside corner.
It's a pitch you hear hitting coaches say, hey, you're not going to hit that one anyway.
Exactly.
Right? So you better, the pitch you
better hope they
handle.
call it a ball.
That's right. 2-2. Upstairs. Didn't go, says Pat Hobart. So here we go. Runners at second and third. 2 outs and a full count to Gentry with John Jaso on deck. Gentry swinging a bat because Coco Crisp was injured, crashing into the wall, recording the 3rd out. Top half of this inning off the bat of Kyle C. 3-2. Struck him out. And then dropped by Zunino.
Good fastball, 2-seamer at 92 miles an hour, running it in on the hands. Like that hitting the heel of the glove from Mike.
Lowry and Sogard, 3rd and 2nd respectively. Pitch. Drive to left field. Ackley's there. Makes the catch. A run on 1 hit. An error and 2 left. New ball game at 1-1. Back here in Oakland, Mariners riding a 4-game winning streak. They're over 500 at 16-15. New center fielder, Replacing the injured Coco Crisp is Craig Gentry. Mariners have the bottom third of their order against Dan Straley, Dustin Ackley, Brad Miller, Mike Zunino. Ackley looks at a strike. Reached on a fielder's choice in his first at bat. Two and one. Mariners run on a Corey Hart leadoff homer in the second. Unearned run, bottom of the fourth for the Athletics. Is that play? Left field towards the line. Moss is there.
Number 5.
Bring Brad Miller walked in his first at bat. Dan Straley comes in with an 0-2 record against the Mariners in 4 starts, an ERA of 6.75. Ball one. Brad's clearly been struggling. What are you seeing?
Well, again, we talked about it a little bit yesterday. He chased some pitches off the plate again. There's a good pitch on the inside corner. And then for me, it looks like he's pulling off the ball a little bit. Just sometimes start to do too much. You're not going to get all those hits back with one swing. And I'd like to see him in spring training. He did such a good job of spraying the ball to all fields. And he just looks like he's pulling off the ball a little bit. And there's a good example of a pitch on the outside corner. Just in between. He's just in one of those ruts that you get into, and he's trying to find it. And right now he may have a game where things look like he's coming out of it, but he just can't keep it going. We'll take a look at it again. Our McDonald's Supermo. This is just a two-seam fastball on the outside corner, and that's what they've been trying to do to him. Pitch him away a little bit more, and you can see he's just late on it. He's late on an 88-mile-an-hour fastball.
2 outs, and Zunino fouls out the first pitch.
More times than not, when you talk to hitters and they're going through something that Brad is going through, they'll tell you that they're in between. And basically what that means is they can't get their timing right on the fastball, and then they start to cheat, try to get out there on time.
Here's a drive deep to left. Moss going back into the corner on the track. It is gone. A home run for Mike Zunino. And the Mariners are back on top 2-1. Mike Z with another home run. Second on the trip. Number 5 and RBI number 16.
And then you can see Mike Zunino in a little better hitting position. This is just a slow breaking ball, but he's able to keep his hands back. He's getting ready to hit the fastball. Takes his strides, recognizes the pitch.
Take a look at our Columbia Bank difference in the ball game.
Able to keep his hands back just long enough. Towards the end of the bat a little bit. Mike is strong, though. Is able to keep that ball fair.
Saunders skies one. Here comes Gentry. And he's going to call everybody off. And he makes the play. Mariners get back on top thanks to the home run by Mike Zunino. Corey Hart had homered earlier in the ballgame. 2-1 Mariners. Knob Hill, and those doors have gold in them like the Florence Baptistry, the main square in Florence. 10 different gold engravings here, and that baptistry in Florence dates back to the 15th century. Good representation of Mariner fans here in the building today. Mariners lead 2-1. Some home run power. Corey Hart leading off the second, then a 2-out solo blast by Mike Zunino in the top of this inning. 27 home runs now hit by the Mariners. Started the day 9th in the American League in that category. Here's John Jaso. Jaso, Donaldson, and Moss 2-3-4 here in the 5th inning. Felix with no strikeouts. He's walked 2. One thing we know about John Jaso when he faces his old battery mate, he's up there swinging. He's not
he's
looking.
Ready to go. No, you're right. I think those years of catching Felix, he noticed what other clubs have done to have some success, and you certainly don't want to fall behind them. Even though Felix doesn't have a strikeout today, it's just so difficult. If you see something early, you better put it in play and give yourself a chance, and Jaso aware of that.
Jaso catching the August 2012 perfect game of Felix Hernandez. Presented a gold Rolex by his old teammate. 2-2. Laid off of that pitch.
Felix now at 70 pitches. He's made him work this afternoon. They've had a base runner in every inning.
Center field for Jones to his right. Seattle Mariners baseball and Root Sports being brought to you by CenturyLink. Your link to what's next. By Jack in the Box. Head to Jack in the Box and try the new Jack's Blazing Chicken Sandwich. It's Jack's hottest sandwich yet. And by BNSF Railway, sponsor of the BNSF Blast. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, and the Root Sports crew. We're playing 2 today. Massimo Ramirez will throw in the second game, and Felix Hernandez trying to keep a good thing going here. The Mariners have won 4 consecutive ball games, 5 of 6 and 9 of their last 11. Big shift. Donaldson 1 for 2 with a walk.
So he hits a slider. It is a slider pitch that's out in the middle of the plate. Jammed him a little bit. As Dave mentioned, the shift was on Cano, was playing up the middle. So he hit that ground ball through the right side.
Bring up Brandon Moss, single to left and a bounce out to Seager at third. Very effective pitch. 1-1 with 1 out, 1 on.
Mariners have the shift on again with Moss hitting. Kyle Seager, the third baseman, is over on the right side of the infield. Cano on the edge of the grass.
We saw a 6-5-3 double play last week at home. 5-6-3. Well turned. So we're through 5 here in the first game of 2, and the Mariners lead 2-1. 2-1 Mariner lead. Save big when you join us for Mariners matinees this season. Wednesday the 14th, Mariners take on the Rays at 12:40. You can pick up a ticket, a hot dog, and a Pepsi for each member of the family for as low as $15. It's all part of Safeco Insurance Grand Slam Family Package Day at the ballpark. Get your tickets right now, Mariners.com. James Jones going to lead it off. Jones, Cano, and Hart, 2, 3, and 4. Mariners have touched up Dan Straley for 2 home runs. Hart and Zunino, so that's 9 home runs given up by Straley, most in the American League.
It's a good inning for the Mariners. Try to put some distance between themselves and the A's. As you mentioned, 2, 3, 4 up. It's their 3rd time through seeing Straley. Get some base runners on and put some pressure on.
Indeed. Here's Jones ahead to count 3-0. And he's aboard.
Good
See him
start.
run.
Good start. Bring up Cano. Cano
22.
fly ball to right field and hit into a double
Cano.
play. 4-6-3 double play.
Towards the bullpen. No play for Moss.
Talk about being a leadoff hitter on. It's always nice if they walk him and put him on. But you can see team scores in 46.1% of those innings. Run expectancy looks really good. When the leadoff batter is retired, you only scored 15.7. So you can see it's a huge difference to get that leadoff batter on. And it certainly helps even more when that leadoff hitter has some speed like Jones does. A little bit easier for him to go first to third on a base hit or steal a base and get himself into scoring position. I think that they'll hold him there with Cano hitting.
Right.
Yeah, that hole open on the right side of the infield with Barton having to hold him on. Sogard cheating up towards the bag at second for the double play, so there's some room for him to hit a ground ball through the right side, but with the speed of Jones, you would think he would be able to get around to third base on a base hit.
And so you know, Jones 5 for 8 stolen bases at Tacoma. 1-1 here to Cano. Here's Jones. He's in there.
Wow.
That was some 6 speed, wasn't it?
That was the acceleration.
My goodness.
It looked like it was an average jump. About halfway down, he started to accelerate. And a little bit of a late jump for him.
Great form, huh? Man.
Almost slid past the bag. Did a good job keeping his foot on the base.
First big league bag. I think we're going to like this guy for a while. Pulled foul. Fielded by Andy Van Slyke.
You can see Robinson trying to pull the ball so that if he makes it out, he at least moves the runner up out in front of a changeup.
1-2 to Cano. Up the middle. Lowry throws at Cano. But Cano moves Jones to third. 1 out.
I'll bring up Corey Hart. We've seen Straley pitch at the top of the strike zone. That's an advantage for Hart. He likes the ball there. He's already hit a home run to center field, and he hit a fly ball out to left. So anything in the air should score Jones. The A's will bring their infield in, try to cut the runner down at the plate.
Boy, teased him with that, didn't he?
There it was, middle of the plate and up.
To Corey. Straley coming into today's game with a 5.01 ERA. Hart able to hold up 2-1. James Jones at third, 1 out. Infield in. 3-1 to Corey Hart. Smoke's on deck.
Straley now at 90 pitches. Nobody throwing in the A's bullpen. Smoke waiting on deck.
And ball 4. 2 of the first 3 men he's faced here in the 6th. For the afternoon, that is his 3rd walk.
Kurt Young, the pitching coach,
I think that is 4th walk.
heading out to the mound. And it looks like maybe Abad getting loose. Yes. Tough left-hander.
I'll say. Abad has appeared in 14 games, 13 in the 3rd innings. Giving up 2 hits and no runs. Struck out 15.
Well, the Mariners have their RBI leader going to the plate, Justin Smoke. Justin with 20 RBIs on the
Now
season.
batting, number 17, Justin Smoke.
And Seager, Ackley, and Miller behind him, and that's why Abad, he's getting loose in a hurry.
Smoke today struck out and grounded out.
A lot of changeups.
Yes, indeed.
There's a fastball. He was late on it, maybe looking for the changeup. A little late on that 87-mile-an-hour fastball.
James Jones at third, Corey Hart at first. Changeup.
Yeah, there's the changeup. He's probably thrown his best ones to Justin today. A lot of them he's left up in the plate, but every one to Justin has been just below the hitting area.
0-2 to Smoke. Corey Hart takes off. And he goes into second standing up. Corey Hart with his first Mariners stolen base.
Take a look at it. It looks like he looks in about halfway. I think if they were going to throw down, he might have stopped. Maybe try to double steal. Jones' speed at third, try to steal the run. But the A's just give it to him. Takes the double play out of the equation. Now they're putting the shift back on, even though the infielders are in.
Gentry coming in. Jones will go. Here's the throw. Cut off. They got Corey Hart at third.
Smart play.
The run does score. 3-1 Mariners. They manufacture a run and have a 2-run margin. Mike, let's review that last play, the sac fly by Smoke, scoring James Jones and Corey Hart getting tagged out at third.
Well, the key is that Jones has to touch home plate before Hart gets tagged out, and you can see Jones across the plate, so the run will count even though Hart ended the inning. And then you see Jones. He's looking at Donnelly. Should I go? Should I go? It's shallow. It's a very shallow fly ball, and that's why it's a smart play by Corey Hart. Corey Hart wants them to cut the ball so that there is not a play at the plate. And with that, Corey ends up getting thrown out third. But the most important thing is that run, and that's the reason why they were able to get it, because it was an extremely shallow fly ball. They may not try it. This ball's hit out to Jones in center. They may not try it if Coco had still been out there, because Coco doesn't have a strong throwing arm, but Gentry has a strong throwing arm. So Corey, the veteran, decided to run and make them cut the ball off so there's not a play at the plate. A good hustle by Jones to run through, all the way through, to make sure that he touches the plate before Hart was thrown out at third. So a good play all the way around for the Mariners.
Quick one out as Cespedes is retired. It brings up Jed Lowry. Felix 5 1/3, no strikeouts, 2 walks. Giving up a run on 6 hits. Unearned run, that was back in the 4th. Quick one to Lowry. Fly ball left field for Ackley. Sun's tough. 2 outs. We check in with Brett Adam. All right, Brett. Yes, indeed. All right, Brett, thank you very much. Josh Reddick, the hitter. He's 0 for 2. Fly to center, ground out to first.
Felix now at 80 pitches working here in the 6th inning.
Rifle into the gap. Jones, good throwing arm. Gets it back in. Well hit ball by Josh Reddick.
This looks like a changeup. That's a 2-seam fastball, 90 miles an hour. That's right in the middle of the plate.
Two outs, and it brings up Derek Barton. RBI ground out his last time up. Got a hard hit single to left in the 2nd inning. There's Miller. Takes it right to the bag, and that'll do it. Good inning for Felix Hernandez. He and the Mariners lead at 3-1. 1906, during the earthquake in San Francisco, home was destroyed, so they donated the land to the city and made a park out of it. And Grace Cathedral in the background. Saw a lot of those sites. Took a cable car ride the other day. It's good stuff. Great weather we've had here this weekend. These few days, not the weekend.
Fernando Abad will take over for the A's. This will be his 15th appearance on the year. Has not given up an earned run this year. 13 and a third. He has 15 strikeouts, only 3 walks. And look at that opponent's average. 0.47.
Well, with the exception of Jim Johnson struggling again after a rough start that he got it figured out, and he's struggling again. This bullpen's been a big part of the A's success. The 2-game lead over the Mariners and the Rangers coming into today's game. Slow roller, Sogard flips out Seager.
Take a look at Straley. He pitched well today. 6 innings, just 3 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned. He did have 4 walks, 3 strikeouts, 95 pitches.
Gave up 2 more home runs, 9 total in this young season, leads the American League. So Kyle Seager bounces out. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. And now Ackley 0 for 2.
Felix has pitched well today. He's just given up 1 run. It was unearned.
I'll tell you what's startling as you look at the scorecard. No strikeouts through 6. Giving up 2 walks. Only the 2nd time in his career that this has happened. There's 6 innings and no Ks. First time it's happened since 08. This guy's tough.
I have to wonder with Felix, we were talking about him being sick and losing all that weight, if maybe he doesn't have all of his strength back, because his fastball velocity has been down a little bit today.
Number 5.
Would you say his changeup was better than the last time out? It looked like he couldn't control it. He had very little to nothing in a changeup last time out. Where was that in Houston?
Yeah, it's a little bit better. At the start of the game, it was up, but then he's settled in and had some pitches down, and his fastball has been 90 to 92. And this year, we've typically seen him, especially earlier, before he was sick, he was in that 92 to 94 mile an hour range. So he's down a couple miles an hour, and so that separation isn't quite there for him. But he's pitched well.
Speed pitch to Brad Miller, who's 0 for 1 with a walk.
I'm talking about Brad his last time up, just being in between. And every hitting coach I've ever had, they'll tell you after a while, be right on something. Just go up there and look for the fastball or the breaking ball, but be right on something as he hits this little breaking ball down to first.
Quiet inning in the 7th. Mariners have a 3-1 lead as they try to record their 5th consecutive victory and take this series.
Seventh inning stretch is brought to you by Washington's Lottery and the Department of Imagination. What would you do if you won? California Hill and California and Powell, and every time I'm up that way and look down California, if you remember I want to say the 1966 movie classic with the late great Steve McQueen, Bullet, with one of the great early cinematic chase scenes. It's harrowing even now, and what they can do with CGI and what they've dared to do in terms of stunning. But that chase scene, look it up on Google.
When the car gets airborne coming over the top.
Unbelievable. Yeah. By some modern day standards, it's a little tamer, but boy, 1966, that was amazing. Off of Felix's glove, Cano can't get him. Sogard's aboard. Steve McQueen in that classic played Lieutenant Frank Bullitt. That's right. 68 Mustang GT. Mwah! Shelby, that was a beauty. And I'm told that the bad guys were driving a 68 Dodge Charger. That was good stuff. Line down the line, fair ball. That's off the bat of Craig Gentry, who can really motor. Here's Ackley, gets it back in. They hold the runner, the lead runner. So here come the A's now. Infield hit, double by Gentry, second and third, nobody out here in the seventh.
Take a look at Gentry, 89 miles an hour. Again, that's a fastball, 89. Little run to it, but he cuts it off. Probably ends up middle in, and it's just fair down the left field line. So Felix in some trouble. The Mariners able to pick up a run, make it 3-1. He's in trouble. Second and third, nobody out.
Fourth double for Gentry.
Charlie Furbush is going to start getting loose in the pen. There's Charlie just starting to throw. Mariners will play their infield back. They'll give up a run for an out here.
Jaso, 1 for 3, first inning single. High drive, deep right field. It is going foul. Sliced right through the hole. Base hit. Gentry will be held at third. Scoring is Sogard. 3-2 ball game. RBI for Jaso, his fifth. Second hit today.
And 3 hits in a row for the A's. They are now 1 for 5 with runners in scoring position. Good hitting by Jaso. This pitch is actually in. He just slices it, hits it the other way through the hole. Rick Waits, the pitching coach, going to make a trip out to the mound. Felix giving up 3 hits in a row here in the inning. Felix so far has just thrown 88 pitches. Danny Farquhar has sat Charlie down and told Danny to get loose, so he's starting to throw in the pin. 88 pitches for Felix.
10 hits. Still got the lead. Well, he doesn't have any strikeouts. This will be as good as time as any to start racking some up. First and third, a run in, nobody out. Donaldson today is taking Jones to the wall in left center field. Walked and singled to right. Big swing and a miss.
And it looks like Joe Beimel is going to join Farquhar in the pen, so lefty and righty going in the pen for the Mariners. Brandon Moss, the left-hander, on deck.
Donaldson fooled on that pitch, 0-2. Don't often see 3 consecutive hits against Felix Hernandez.
Timeout call. Ball from the bullpen ended up in right field. Saunders had to go retrieve it.
Smothered by Zunino, 1-2. Slicing drive into the gap. Jones coming over, dives and makes the catch. That's going to score a run, though, and tied at 3-3. Sacrifice fly up the bat of Josh Donaldson. That's his 24th RBI, scoring easily as Gentry.
Good play by Jones in center field. This ball is slicing away from him. Good looking our McDonald Supermo. The diving play by Jones gets it in quickly to keep Jaso at first base as Gentry scores.
A's have stormed back 2 quick runs here to tie it. There's Moss, 1 for 3.
Moss hit into a double play his last time up. The Mariners had to shift on again, and his last time up they had to shift on it. It was a ground ball to Kyle Seager back up the middle, so it was a 5-6-3 double play.
Running first, John Jaso. Not a fast base runner, but a very smart one, as we saw during his days with the Mariners.
Anything in the dirt, he will take off and try to get to second. He anticipates the ball in the dirt probably better than anybody we've seen.
Felix 2-1 here to Moss. Mariner fans know how dangerous he's been against Seattle pitching. Homered 2 nights ago. Foul ball, 2-2. One out here in the 7th. RBI single Jaso, sac fly Donaldson have tied it up. Still no strikeouts for Felix as we play in the 7th. He's walked 2. High ball, slicing away from Jones. A lot of carry going back, can't get it. Jaso to third, he's going to score. Digging for third and standing in with an RBI triple, Brendan Moss. Oakland leads 4-3. He hit that a long way. For Moss's first triple of the season. RBI number 25.
Now they were playing him out towards right center. He hits this ball to left center. As he drives it, it'll hit about midway up the fence. Jones, a lot of speed, but not able to get there in time, and that will be a triple, and looks like that will be it for Felix as Lloyd McClendon's coming out of the dugout.
So Felix had a lead coming into the 7th. 3 consecutive hits, a sacrifice fly, and an RBI triple, and Oakland now leads 4-3. Danny Farquhar takes over, Brad. And his first hitter is Yoenis Cespedes, who's 1 for 3 with a run scored.
And for Felix, 6 1/3, 11 hits over 6 1/3, 4 runs, 3 of them earned. Felix with a couple of walks, did not strike out anybody through 97 pitches.
Third time in his career that's happened. One time it happened against Minnesota back home in Seattle. He was injured. Came into the 7th with a 3-1 lead. Could not maintain it. One-on-one to Cespedes, drawn in infield. 2-1.
Numbers for Danny, his 15th appearance on the year. He's pitched well, a 1.59 ERA, 19 strikeouts in 17 innings for Danny. And the Mariners could use one here.
What a save by Zunino. 3-1. On deck hitter, Jed Lowry. Full count to Cespedes. Infield end, runner at third, and Brandon Moss. 3 consecutive RBIs. Plate appearances. Jaso, Donaldson, and Moss. Wake way fooled him big time. 2 outs. First strikeout by Mariner pitching today.
What a great pitch from Danny. Threw him some good fastballs, mixed in some cutters with him, and then he comes back with a curveball at 77 miles an hour, and it was a weak wave by Cespedes. Take a look at the curveball by Danny. 12-6 curveball. Cespedes out in front of that pitch.
Bring up Jed Lowry 0 for 3 today. Popped it up. Jones fighting the sun, hanging with it, makes the play. So the A's take the lead to put 3 on the board. Made it 4-3. Sports being brought to you by Money Tree. Proud to make a donation to Mariners Care for every Mariners win. And by Vern Fonk Insurance. Bad luck can hit anyone. Insure with the 13th man. Vern Fonk Insurance. Cable card ride $6 now. Fascinating watching those operators control those babies up and down the hills here in the great city of San Francisco. Here's Zunino, homered his last time up. 2 out, nobody on in the 5th. 1 for 2 day.
Bob Melvin staying with a bod. You have Zunino, the right-handed hitter, but then you get back to the top of the lineup and Saunders, Jones, and Cano, all lefties. Gregerson is getting loose in the pen for the A's.
Ground ball to Sogard. Closing up. Get back to the top of the order. Michael Saunders 0 for 3 today.
Number 55, Michael Saunders.
To Saunders. Reno Abad, 6'1", 220. 28 years old, out of La Romana in the Dominican Republic. Luke Gregerson. And he's getting ready. Here's Saunders, 4-pitch walk. Tying runs aboard here. Oakland leads 4-3 as we take a look at our CenturyLink link to what's next. Game 2 starters. Erasmo Ramirez against Drew Pomeranz will work out of the stretch. This will be with Colorado.
He's pitched well out of the bullpen for the A's. We'll see what he does as a starter. Actually will help the Mariners a little bit, I think. Give some of the other guys a break. Get some of the right-handers in there against the lefty. Pomeranz, Romero, Gillespie, probably Willie will get a chance to play. Buck for sure.
Speaking of Romero, he's just been announced as a pinch hitter. And Bob Melvin's going to counter that move. 4-3 Athletics. Game changer. T-Mobile unleashed from the rules of wireless restrictions. What a blast this was.
Yeah, off of Brandon Moss. He has really hurt the Mariners over the last few years, and this is going to be a triple to drive in the go-ahead run. That was Jaso that came around and scored. So they were able to keep him in the ballpark, but it is a triple with the go-ahead run. Moss out in left field here in game 1. Gregerson will take over the right-hander. Mariners have seen him a few times this year. Good sinker, not overpowering, has a slider. And Romero came out to pinch hit. Will stay on. 18th appearance of the year for Gregerson, a 2.55 ERA. 12 strikeouts, 2 walks. Opponents hitting .224. Has not given up a home run.
Stephan Romero pinch hitting here for James Jones. Saunders with plus speed at first base. Just got a report that Coco Crisp going to leave ball game after the 4th inning, crashing into the fence and robbed Kyle Seager of extra bases, has a strained neck. 2 nights ago, Stephen Romero, first major league home run.
Sending Romero up to hit and making the pitching change, it should help Saunders. You get the left-hander out of there. Michael probably gets a better jump off of Gregerson if he wants to steal it. And Romero in a good count. 2-0.
2-0, that's right. Gregerson, a scoreless inning last night, a walk, a strikeout, gave up 1 hit. Back with a strike, 2-1. Action pitch here, 2-1.
It's good, yeah, it's a good pitch to run on. A lot of managers like to put the hit and run on 2-1. They feel that the hitter should get a strike. Most pitchers, they want to stay away from that 3-1 count.
Saunders takes off and fouled back. Two and two, the count to Stephen Romero. Mariners needs more offense to start clicking again. Home run by Hart in the 2nd. Zunino in the 5th. Sac fly, Smoke in the 6th. He's got an unearned run on an RBI ground out in the 4th inning. And then 3 runs in the 7th off of Felix Hernandez. RBI single Jaso, Donaldson a sacrifice fly, and RBI triple by Moss. Two and two. Outside.
Saunders, I think, would be on the move here. 3-2 count with 1 out. Try to stay out of the double play. Let Michael run. Gregerson, if he throws that heavy sinker, good chance the ball will be on the ground.
Three and two. Saunders runs and pitches outside for ball 4.
At bat from Romero, lay off that pitch. It was a slider off the plate away.
Hey fans, follow every Mariners game. MLB.com at bat on your favorite mobile phone or tablet. Get live look-ins, instant replay, score, stats, audio, free MLB.tv game of the day, and more. Download from the App Store or visit Mariners.com today. Here is a great opportunity for these fans maybe to see Robinson Cano do something dramatic. 2 on, 1 out. Mariners down a run. Gregerson walks his first batter. Cano 0 for 3 today. Ball 1.
Gregerson struggling. 7 pitches, only 2 strikes from Gregerson so far.
Gregerson can't find it. He's 2-0 to Cano.
Oakland outfielders are playing deep. On a base hit, Saunders should be able to score easily.
A lot of restless Athletics fans here because last night Jim Johnson was not good in 2/3 of an inning. 2 hits, 4 runs, none of them earned. 2 walks and a strikeout.
And all those runs coming in the top of the 9th inning. Like Sean Doolittle, the left-hander, is going to start getting loose as Kurt Young tries to get Gregerson in the strike zone. 8 pitches, just 2 strikes.
Two and one to Cano.
This is only the second opportunity the Mariners have had to drive in a run. They're 0 for 1 today. He had Ackley at second base with 2 outs. He's back in the second inning. Left him stranded.
Mariners trying to keep this winning streak alive. They've won 4 consecutive ball games, 5 of 6, 9 of the last 11. 2-1 to Cano. 3-1. On deck hitter is Corey Hart. 1 for 2 with a home run back in the second inning. He's also walked and stolen a base. Three-one pitch to Cano. Line drive, center field. Here comes Saunders around second. The throw from Gentry is offline. Tie ball game. Robinson Cano with an RBI single ties it at 4-4. Cano with his 19th RBI coming up big.
And what a good at bat. Gets into a 3-1 count. This isn't a bad pitch. Running fastball hits the outside corner. He leaves it up just enough for Robinson to line it back up the middle. Didn't try to pull it. Now for a second, maybe he hit it too hard.
Yeah, right. Here's Corey Hart. Chance to regain the lead here. And Gregerson's struggles continue. Ball 1. So the Mariners have taken Felix off the hook here. 1-1.
I would say that he deserves it.
Amen. Book closed on Fernando Abad. He gives up his first run of the season. Ending in the third, a run it was earned, a walk and a strikeout. Two and one to Corey Hart. Romero at second, Cano at first. Just 1 out. Corey Hart, line drive coming in, Moss. And he makes the catch. Romero has to speed back to second base, 2 down. Here comes Smoke. He's done a good job recently with runners in scoring position with 2 out. Another opportunity for him as Bob Melvin's going to make a pitching change.
Yeah, Smoke will have to switch around and hit right-handed against the lefty Doolittle.
Doolittle, left-hander, straight gas. He can bring it. 4-4 ball game in the 8th. That Fan Dream Stakes contest is going on right now. When you stop by any of the 5 convenient Mariner team stores to sign up, you're going to be automatically entered to win one of 10 great prizes, including authentic Mariners apparel, a photo with a player, or even a chance to throw out the first pitch. Stop by a Mariners team store to enter. Mariners have tied it up here in the 8th and a chance to take the lead. And that must be part of the Bernie lean from the 7th inning stretch. They get the rituals here.
Those are the guys out in right field.
The banners and everything. Trying to get the Metallica cranking with Sean Doolittle taking over on the mound.
You will get Justin Smoke. Justin, Major League leading, 16 2-out RBIs this year. Good numbers for Justin. 351 average, 7th inning or later.
Doolittle was murdered last night. Struck out all 4 men that he faced. Strike one.
It's a good fastball. This will be his 17th appearance on the year. High ERA, 4.60 for Doolittle, but 20 strikeouts in 15 2/3. He has yet to walk a batter.
Romero at second, 2 outs with Cano at first. And a quick 0-2 hole for Smoke.
He was throwing some sliders last night, but quickly coming out 2 fastballs, both of them 93 miles an hour. That last one right on the outside corner.
Recently signed a 5-year contract extension. Converted first baseman Sean Doolittle. All 2 strikes. What's he come back with here?
They've thrown a lot of off-speed pitches to Justin, but his best pitch is his fastball. I think he'll probably try to throw another fastball away from him. There you can see the numbers for Justin. 7th inning or later, 351 average with 4 home runs. Fastball. And his best fastball so far, 94 miles an hour.
No play for Jaso. Go ahead run out at second base. Mariners have tied it here in the 8th. Cano with a big RBI single up the middle. 1-2 to Smoke. Just got a piece of it.
He did a good job staying alive. That last pitch was right on the corner, maybe just off the edge, too close to take. Justin doing a good job to spoil it.
3 RBIs last night, a double in the first and 2-run single in the 9th for Smoke last evening as they pay homage to Sean Doolittle. Right field for Reddick. Good news, the Mariners tied up on a Cano base hit. They get a run on 1 hit, leave 2. New ball game at 4-4. Game
third of 4 here. First of a doubleheader. And make your voice heard. Nominate your favorite plays of the week by tweeting us using the hashtag RootFanFave. Watch the Mariners pregame show every Sunday. Find out the top 5 fan favorite plays of the week. For official rules, visit rootsports.com. Stephen Romero will pinch hit. For Jones stays in at right field and moving from right field to center field. The ball finds him immediately as Michael Saunders went out. Danny Farquhar continues. That was his 3rd batter since coming on in relief for Felix Hernandez. And Danny now the pitcher of record for the Mariners.
Now batting first baseman, number 10, Larry Martin.
Fastball by Danny Barton. Hard hit, base hit to left. 2nd inning. RBI ground out in the 4th. That was the first run for the Athletics. It tied the game at 1-1. And a fielder's choice in the 6th. Mariners today get a home run from Corey Hart. Put him on the board in the 2nd inning. We mentioned Barton tied it in the 4th, 5th inning. Home run by Mike Zunino. 2-1 Mariners. Made it 3-1 in the 6th and a sacrifice fly by Justin Smoke. Then the A's got the Felix in the 7th inning. 3 runs on 4 hits. RBIs by Jaso, Donaldson, and Moss to take the lead. Robinson Cano tied it. Top half of this inning.
Home run by Zunino, his 5th of the year. So he's tied for the team lead with Seager and Hart.
Two pitch misses.
Nobody throwing in either bullpen.
Talking about Zunino, the 5 home runs matches his output from last year when he played in 52 games. Good for Mike. Three and 2.
That looked like a good cutter from Danny. Farquhar's 4-seam fastball anywhere from 94 to 96 miles an hour. That was the cutter. His cutter 89 to 91, and then the big curveball.
One out walk. A phrase you don't like to hear in a tie ball game. 8th inning for the home team.
Now batting second baseman, number 28, Eric Sogard.
And an infield hit his last time up. His 4th plate appearance. 1 for 2, stolen base as well. Strike 1.
That infield hit is what started everything in the 7th inning. It looked like Felix went off of his glove, and Cano tried the barehanded play, wasn't able to make it.
Farquhar finished up last year as the Mariners closer, recorded 16 saves. Foul off again. He's adapted quite well to this new role with Rodney as the new closer. Getting
7th and 8th inning action. And he's getting his opportunities too. His 15th game. 0-2. Ball and 2 strikes to Sogard. Earlier in the ball game, Coco Crisp had to leave the game. Smashed into the wall out in right center field. Out with a strained neck, is the report. Two and two. Oakland fan. And he's run a full count.
One of the things you have to appreciate about the A's is their hitters will make you work. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Gentry's on deck. He doubled deep left center field last time up. He came on to replace Coco Crisp. And 2. Runner goes. Ackley has a play. Two outs. Turning to first base is Barton. And Rodney running down to the bullpen for the Mariners. Back to the top of the order. Craig Gentry.
Gentry with a double down the left field corner his last time up.
Pitch by Danny, strike one. So 0-2. 2 outs, a man aboard at first. Derek Barton, a 1-out walk got him there. Good fastball, blows it by Gentry, and that'll do it for the Athletics in the 8th. 9th inning coming up. We're going to see Kyle Seager, Dustin Ackley, and Brad Miller, top of the 9th. Mariners in a 4-4 game. 2 here at Oakland. Mariners and the A's locked up at 4-4. Here's a question. Are you the ultimate Northwest Mariner fan in the state of Oregon? Penn Road Sports looking for you throughout the month of May. Send us your photo and story using hashtag UltimateNWFan or on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or by email at ultimatefan@rootsports.com. And you could win a trip for 2 to Safeco Field for Fan Appreciation Night in September. Also, personalized Mariners jersey and more. For official rules, go to rootsports.com. If the Mariners get a run here, or 2 or 3 or 4 last night.
That sounds good.
They put up a 4 spot in the top of the 9th to blow open the game.
Kyle 0 for 2. He walked in the second. He's the one that hit the ball up against the fence in right center field when Coco Crisp hurt his back. Popped this one up.
Jaso taking a look. And a roll away from coming back to him.
But he hit the ball hard for an out, and then he grounded out to second his last time up. Medina getting loose in the Mariner pen.
Rip down the line. It stays fair into the corner. Digging it out is Reddick. He's got the strong throwing arm. It's offline. Leadoff double, Kyle Seager. Kyle's 9th double and a fine start to the Mariner 9th.
Kyle knows what to do with a 91-mile-an-hour fastball on the inside half of the plate. Turn on it. Kyle had a double down in the right field corner last night. Good start for the Mariners here in the top of the 9th inning. The top of the 9th last night's game was a good one. The Mariners scored 4 runs.
It's his 3rd double in the last 6 plate appearances. Not bad.
Donaldson in on the grass at third. They're expecting a bunt here. Well, by bunting, see right here with a runner at second and nobody out. Score 65.8% in those innings.
Mariners have 2 sacrifices on the season. Mauer and Saunders.
If you get him over, which is what they're trying to do right here, goes up 10% to 75.9%. Again, the run expectancy goes down, but at this point in the game, you're just hoping to get that 1 run in. Rodney starts to throw in the pen for the Mariners.
Ryan Cook getting ready. Mariners tied with Boston for the fewest sacrifices this season for last place in the American League. Line drive, throw over to second. He holds on. Can't hit it much harder.
He is playing way in at third, and Dustin hits a rocket, and somehow he makes the catch. He's expecting a bunt. You can see how close he is. This is just a bullet right at him.
Brad Miller.
Tough break for the Mariners.
Oh,
wow.
1 out, runner at second. Josh Donaldson, nice play.
Going to have a pinch hitter. Looks like Willie Bloomquist has come out to pinch hit for Miller. Boy, oh boy.
That's a hard look. Willie Bloomquist, he'll stay on it. Shortstop.
Your attention, please.
Only 1 for 1 as a pinch hitter.
For Seattle. Now batting, number 8, Willie Bloomquist. Batting for Miller.
Bloomquist puts a charge into it. Gentry as fast as anybody. Makes the catch. Tagging is Seager. And he gets the third.
The back-to-back hitters have hit the ball hard off Doolittle. Mariners don't have much to show for it.
Got an opportunity here with Mike Zunino. 1 for 3 with a home run.
Number 3.
Got Seager at third.
Zunino.
Mike has one of the 5 hits. It was a solo home run. His 5th home run of the year. Hit the foul pole down the left field line. Mariners 1 for 6 with runners in scoring position today. Take a look at the home run by Mike. He gets a breaking ball. It's just enough of it down the line to hit the bottom of the foul pole.
Advantage Mike Zunino, 2-0 count. Two and one. Place 94. Strike 2 to Mike, so he's ahead 2-0, now even at 2-2. Go ahead run at third base. Pitch to Zunino. Struck him out. Seager left at third. That'll do it as we go to the bottom of the ninth. 4-4 ball game. First of a doubleheader here in Oakland. And keep up with your favorite Northwest teams by signing up for the Root Sports eConnect, your weekly email newsletter. It's going to keep you up to date with programming, highlights, scores, and more, and exclusive Root Sports and team partner promotions. Visit rootsports.com and sign up today. New pitcher for the Mariners, and it's Uravis Medina.
Medina taking over for Danny Farquhar. Danny pitched well. Medina, his 17th appearance on the year, 1-1 record, 4.5 ERA. 14 innings, he has 12 strikeouts, 9 walks. Want to stay away from the walks. Working here in the bottom of the ninth inning. Opponents hitting .250 off of Medina. And Willie will stay in the game. Pitch hitting for Miller. Willie hit the ball hard to center field for an out, but he'll stay on and play shortstop.
Bottom of the 9th inning. 2-3-4 coming up. John Jaso to lead it off.
Outfielders playing deep. Smoke on the line at first. Trying to stay away from the double.
A foul, strike one. Start the bottom of the 9th on the road.
I think it was a slider. I think he just ended up spiking a slider. You can see it hit him on the back leg. Almost threw it behind him. Just catches him on the ankle.
Donaldson, the hitter now. Sacrifice fly. Part of the big 7th inning. It's the A's. Took a 4-3 lead, scoring 3 runs. Full big time. Ball gets away from Zunino, so now Jaso down to second base.
Another breaking ball. Take a look at it. It's like a curveball, 83 miles an hour. Goes off the heel of the glove.
Wild pitch. So the winning run at second base now. 0-1 to Donaldson. Dana's got himself into a mess immediately. Made him flinch with that breaking ball. Strike 2. Struck him out. Boy, rallied big time. Needed that strikeout. 3 pitches to dismiss Donaldson, the best hitter. 1 out, runner at second will bring up Brendan Moss.
Good fastball after 3 straight breaking balls. Throws a fastball by him. There you go. Both clubs 1 for 8 with runners in scoring position, and they're going to put Moss on. Good move.
I agree. Take good chances with Cespedes, a right-hand hitter. Here comes Lloyd McClendon. Long slow walk for him.
Well, there's nobody throwing in the pen, so he's going out to deliver a message, probably let them know how he wants Medina to pitch to Cespedes. Cespedes this afternoon, he's 1 for 4, scored a run back in the 4th inning.
A little emphasis. Lloyd had an elbow in the Zunino's. Come on, let's go.
The last 3 outings, a third of an inning. Had to pitch a lot so far here early. Ryan Cook continues to throw in the A's pen.
So with the winning run at second. Now Zunino going out. Dicey situation, 1 out, 2 men aboard, 4-4 ball game, bottom 9. Bouncing ball to Bloomquist. For Cano, they get him. Yes, they did. That was close.
That's all they were going to get. Cespedes runs too well to think about a double play, but good hustle by Moss, making it close at second. Ian Willie came on as a pinch hitter for Brad Miller. Stayed in the game, and this is his first opportunity. Trying to shorten the distance on a 2-hopper.
Last time we saw an underhand flip like that cost the Mariners a ball game for Felix in Texas. No chance. Slow hit ball plus his speed. Absolutely not a thought. So 2 outs now. Jed Lowry, the hitter. Winning run at third. Indeed, it comes on, hits the first batter. Wild pitches him to second. Strikes out Donaldson. Intentional walk to Moss, and now you just saw that foresight. Ball 1.
Good play from Zunino. It spiked a fastball at 94 miles an hour. It looked like a hit right out in front of the plate.
Drive deep to right. Backing up Romero in the track and makes the catch. Oh boy, that thing got charged up. Going to play extra frames. Medina, Rocky in the 9th, but comes out unscathed. Jack Link's beef jerky all season long. Jack Link's beef jerky. Feed your wild side. Sail on, sailor, over at Jack London Square here in Oakland. Beautiful day. You see the breeze. Look at the flag straight out. Good day for sailing. 4-4 ball game. Top of the 10th. The Mariners will have the top of the order against Ryan Cook. Fifth pitcher used today by Bob Melvin and the Athletics.
Ryan Cook taking over his 12th appearance, a 1.54 ERA, hard-throwing right-hander, 14 strikeouts and 11 2/3. Opponent's hitting just 122. He has given up 1 home run. Extra innings this year. The A's are 3-1. The Mariners 0-2.
Michael Saunders Stephan Romero, Robinson Cano here in the 10th.
Hitting out the top of the 10th inning for Seattle, number 55, Michael Saunders.
Just joining us, Felix started. Felt really good. He went 6 1/3. Couldn't hold the lead in the 7th. 6 1/3, 11 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 2 walks, and no strikeouts. Only the 3rd time that's happened in his career. To go that deep into a game and not have any strikeouts. Michael Saunders, 0 for 3, a walk and a run scored.
Well, Michael scored that run in the 8th inning. That's what tied this game up.
Check, he did. 1-1.
Charlie Furbush up for the 3rd time in the pen for the Mariners.
Well, 2 strikes to Saunders. Mariners riding a 4-game winning streak. Won 5 of the last 6, 9 of the last 11 to get a game above 500. Wanted to. That's a base hit. Nice hitting by Saunders.
Good start for the Mariners. Get their leadoff hitter on. Solid base hit from Michael. Hit it hard into left field.
Last inning, Seager led off with a double. Ackley tried to bunt him over, failed to do that. With a 1-1 pitch, smashed one. That was snagged by Donaldson at 3rd base, who was in to protect against the bunt.
We'll see how he wants to play it now. Romero came on as a pinch hitter for Jones, who started in center field. Romero walked in his 1 plate appearance.
Boy, Donaldson and Barton, they knew the brand of gum he had in his mouth. They were crashing hard.
Start to fake a bunt, turn around and swing away. Keep them honest. You're right. They were both right on top of him, trying to get the lead runner. Saunders will have to get a good jump. They're not being as aggressive this time.
Two-0 count. Runner goes. Throw down to second. Not in time. A big money bag for Michael Saunders. His 2nd stolen base this season.
An aggressive play, but this is something that Michael can do for you. He gets a good jump. It was a strong throw by Jaso, but he beats it. See if Romero was still bunting, or they'll let him try to hit it to the right side. That pitch was called a strike, so a 2-1 count now on Romero.
3-1. Second inning, the Mariners have got the leadoff man aboard. Robinson Cano, base hit in the 8th. Tied it up at 4-4. Oh, the bunt's a good one. Good job by Romero. As Donaldson throws to Sogard. Sacrifice 5-4. 1 out, Saunders to 3rd.
And a perfect bunt. You want to bunt it firmly, make the 3rd baseman come make the play so that Saunders can walk into 3rd. Well done. Just the 3rd sacrifice bunt for the Mariners this year, and it's a beauty. They're going to put Robinson on this time.
So the Mariners will have 1 out, runners at the corners for Corey Hart, who's homered, flied to left, walked, stole a base, and lined out to left.
The thing you like about all of that, Dave, is every time he's put it in play, it's been in the air.
Yes, indeed.
Good speed at 3rd. Just 1 out. If he can hit something in the air to the outfield, take the lead. Rodney has joined Charlie again in the pen. Second time he's been up.
They complete the intentional walk to Cano.
And Bob Melvin heading out to the mound. Nobody throwing in the A's bullpen. Mariners 1 for 8 with runners in scoring position this afternoon. The A's are 1 for 10.
Fifth time Cano's been intentionally walked. I think you can bet your bottom dollar he's going to lead the Mariners in that category by the time we get to the last game of the year. Good opportunity here for Corey Hart.
Now batting, the 27, Corey Hart.
Fly ball base hit puts the Mariners on top. Out in front.
Good slider from Cook.
Outside. Mariners had a great opportunity in the ninth. Got a runner to third, couldn't get him in. Now they have first and third, one out here in the 10th. Foul back.
That was a mistake from Cook. Another slider, 3 sliders in a row, but that one was up out over the plate.
Four game here in the 10th. Saunders at third with the go-ahead run. Struck him out. Boy, he pulled a string. 2 outs. Ryan Cook with a terrific pitch.
He stayed with his slider, all sliders, all 4 pitches. This one again well located right off the outside corner. Looks like Cook maybe hurt himself.
He's hurt, yep. He is in some serious pain.
He was doing something with his thumb before he threw the last pitch. It was a good slider. Threw it hard again, just off the outside corner, well located. Let's see what his reaction is. There's something that's not right.
Ooh.
That did not look good at all.
No way.
And they're going. Melvin looking out to the pen. They're going to get some action.
Yeah, he's going to have to come out.
Take a look at it again. He was messing with his thumb, it looked like, or his wrist before he threw this last pitch. And he looks like he's trying to fight to stay in it.
Yeah, no chance.
Yeah, the trainer's trying to get him to go, and that's what's going to happen.
Dan Otero's going to take over. He'll get as much time as he needs. This is right before the pitch. We'll show you a replay here.
See him, he's working on something. Something is uncomfortable, and he did that a couple of times.
So with this injury replacement here.
He almost see the grimace on his face before he threw the pitch. He knew something wasn't right, and he was going to be hurting.
So we'll take a timeout. Dan Otero gets as much time as he needs to warm up. Mariners with a chance here. 2 outs, top of the 10th, runners at the corners.
for big bats and wide eyes at Safeco Field. That's because it's Kyle Seager bat night for your youngest Mariner fans. All kids 14 and under will take home a replica Louisville Slugger of the Mariners' third baseman. For tickets for the whole family, log on to mariners.com. Dan Otero is going to take over for the Athletics. Ryan Cook injured himself, but for Otero, it'll be his 15th appearance on the year. It's a 3-0 record. 2.93 ERA, 11 strikeouts, 5 walks for him. Opponent's hitting .258. He's given up 1 home run. So with Cook out, it was a strikeout of Hart. Mariners have first and third with 2 outs. Justin Smoke is due up. And Otero going to get as many pitches as he needs to get loose. Again, an injury to Cook, so they called him out of the bullpen, and he's been getting warm on the field. And so you look at Justin Smoke, who in these situations has been one of the best hitters for the Mariners. RBI situation with 2 outs. Justin with 16 RBIs. That leads Major League Baseball with 2 outs.
Justin had a good chance to look at Otero in this emergency get ready real quick situation. Mariners had an opportunity, didn't cash in the 9th. Another chance here in the 10th.
Charlie Furbush continues to throw in the Mariner pen. One of the things that we've seen is every club that the Mariners have faced, they put the shift on when Justin is hitting left-handed. And Donaldson, you can see Saunders was getting way down the line. Nobody close enough to keep him by the base.
That is off the glove. They get a break. Run scores. Off the glove of the first baseman, Derek Barton. What a break. Mariners lead 5-4.
Had to jump in the airport. It goes right off the top of his glove. Started in, jumps up, goes right off the top of his glove. What a break for the Mariners. That'll be a base hit. Saunders
hit an RBI for Smoke.
Michael Saunders in the leadoff spot has scored his second run. It was Saunders with a base hit, and then he stole second to get himself into scoring position.
I'll tell you what, that's one of the bigger late game stolen bases we've seen in the 8 years we've been working here. I know Saunders got one in Baltimore one time, and the Mariners went on to win a ball game. We're not talking about a lot. That was outstanding.
I agree. And since going into the leadoff spot, he's done an excellent job of getting on base. Been on base a couple of times today. Won a walk and then a base hit here in the 10th inning.
Cano down to second. The hitter Kyle Seager.
Kyle with a double his last time up. Double down into the right field corner.
Ball was put in play. I'm thinking, geez, here we go again. Easy out.
And Rodney. Charlie has sat down. Rodney starts to throw again in the pen.
Seager, the 6th man to the plate here in the 10th inning. Another 2-out RBI for Smoke.
He has been unreal, hasn't he? Smoke.
Oh, I was mentioning to somebody earlier, a friend of mine with the A's. I said it's almost like there was an invasion of the body snatcher. And I like the previous version. I really like this version of him.
2-out RBIs now, 17 of them for Smoke. That leads Major League Baseball.
There you go.
The other part that's encouraging is you look at his average, 7th inning or later, 351 average. He's done some damage.
2-2 to Seager. 2-on, 2-out.
Good running fastball from Otero off the plate away.
Pitch to Seager. Off the plate. 3-2.
Don't forget the guys a running start. Cano at second base. Smoke over at first.
Here comes the 3-2 to Seager. Runners move. Pitch sliced into left field for a base hit. Throw from the left fielder Moss. Not in time as Cano scores as Seager delivers a 2-out RBI and a 2-run lead for the Mariners.
Really good hitting by Kyle again. They tried to stay away from him the entire time. And here's another two-seamer running away. Kyle stays with it, even with the shift on. That pitch just off the plate away. Not a bad pitch from Otero, but Kyle, good hitting, lines it into left field.
Back-to-back days for Seager. Last 2 innings yesterday went double RBI double. Today he goes double RBI single.
There have been some big hits in this game from the Mariners. Guys
and during this
up.
run.
Well, think about it. Cano clutched up in the 8th inning to drive in a run to tie the game. And you get that hit from Smoke to give him the 1-run lead, and Kyle some insurance with that base hit.
One to one to Ackley. Mariners riding a 4-game hitting streak, 4-game winning streak, I should say. 5 of 6, 9 of 11.
Dustin 0 for 4. Last time up, he hit a line drive at Donaldson, the third baseman. Tried to undress him, but Donaldson made the catch.
Otero will put this away, and that'll do it. Mariners come up big. 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors. And the Mariners lead it 6-4. For their 5th consecutive win and clinching this series. And this Sunday is Mother's Day, so take Mom out to the ball game. The whole family, come on out. Enjoy the Mariners take on the Royals at 110. Plus, Mom's going to get a Mariners cap free to all moms 21 and older, thanks to EQC. So spend Mother's Day at Safeco Field. Get your tickets at Mariners.com. Mariners playing some good ball. Come on out. See him. We'll be back tomorrow. Start a brief homestand that will have 4 games with Kansas City and 3 with Tampa Bay. The Mariners playing outstanding ball right now, and a win here in this first game would bring them to within a game of first place. It would give them the series. It would be 5 consecutive games as you're looking for Fernando Rodney.
Rodney looking for his 9th save on the year. 2.84 ERA, 19 strikeouts in 12 2/3 innings.
He's got the bottom third of the order for the Athletics. Josh Reddick to lead it off, 1 for 4. Left field, backing up Ackley. Long run. He's there, 1 out.
Rodney will have a fastball in the mid to upper 90s, and he starts Reddick with a first pitch fastball in the middle of the plate. Hit it well out to left field, but Ackley takes care of it.
Now batting first baseman, number 10, Derek Martin.
Fine athlete. Ackley runs that down, and there's Barton hearing it because the ball went off his glove on the smoke. Allowed the lead run to go. Here's 2 pitches. This should be 2 outs. Here's Ackley again. You gotta love this. Two pitches, 2 outs.
Almost unheard of with the A's. Typically, if they're down a couple of runs late, they're going to take pitches and try to work some walks. They lead the league in walks. Another reason why they lead the league in on-base percentage, and they've just gone up hacking.
You mentioned it a couple, 3 times earlier in the game how they're always working, and you know, Gary, we know that every time we come here and they come to our place. Wow.
Take it.
Well, every time. There's Sogard. Strike 1. How good must Rodney feel right now? 2 pitches, 2 outs, and now he burns in a strike. It's going to do it. How about this? The Mariners. Oh, it goes over his head. Looked like he had it. And then it's looked like he got.
That fooled him.
Sure did. Like he was in good shape, and then it looked like the ball got a second life on him. And he didn't expect it, as same with me, not off the bat of Eric Sogard to hit it that deep. So at second, is Sogard. Back to the top of the order, Craig Gentry. Rodney with a long look out at center field.
That was strange. It sounded like that pitch got in on his hands a little bit. Didn't sound real good, but a lot of carry on his, hit the warning track in center.
Unbelievable carry. Gentry looks at a strike. He didn't like it. Plate umpire's Lance Barrett. Sogard at second. Gentry represents a tying run. 2 outs. 1-1. Rodney ready, pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike.
That's a good fastball at the top of the strike zone. Plate umpire Lance Barrett has called that pitch throughout the game.
That's right. Early on, right?
Yeah, didn't give it to Rodney there.
Back with a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two quick outs. Fly ball gets over the head of the center fielder Saunders, and now Rodney in good shape to end it right here. Two and 2 to Gentry. Changeup. Fouled it away. Nice comeback by the Mariners. Late in the ball game. They did it last night. Here's Rodney the pitch. Fouled off.
He's come into the game throwing a lot of strikes. 10 pitches, 8 strikes from Rodney.
Six-4 Mariner lead. Rodney trying to put the finishing touches on this. 2 outs, 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 call. There's your ball game. The Archer shoots one up in the sky, and the Mariners have won 5 consecutive ball games. They've clinched this series, taking the first 3, and they've moved to within a game of first place in the American League West.
And they're in position now to do something that they have never done, and that is sweep a 4-game series here in Oakland. Mariners have never done that. Hard to believe, but that's the case. So they go with Ramirez for game number 2 this afternoon.
You gotta love it. Mariners go to 17-15. Fernando Rodney comes in and gets it done.
Great pitch. Fastball right on the outside corner. Has a little run to it, and Zunino again giving Lance Barrett a good look at that last pitch. It was a strike on the tracer right on the corner.
Beautifully done. 5 consecutive wins. 6 of the last 7. 10 of the last 12. Mariners playing some good baseball. A game out of first. Game 2 coming up. Here's Brad and Bill.